Okay, here we are, we're back. This is Dave and Kevin at solventprinterconversion.com. We are working on a Roland FJ52, and right now we're going to be installing the capping station. We've already put the metal plate on it, and this is a new capping station with our special metal mesh at the top. Kevin's got his magnetized Phillips screwdriver, and he's going to use that to guide in these two Phillips screws. And he's actually got another little magnet tool here. This thing's real handy. Sometimes the screwdriver won't quite do it. He'll actually use this to sneak the screw down into that little back compartment there. Oh, but it also likes to grab on other things, so it's sometimes a little tricky, but that's the reality of it. Oh, and there we go. Look at this. This is a guy that's done this a few times before, and we'll see if live on camera if we can quite get it. And looks like this this screw is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I can't say that when you do it it's going to be that much different. So it is kind of tricky to get into that back one there. But the general idea of what we're looking at with this capping station, you got to get it hooked on the left side, and there's two screws on the right, one in the front, one in the rear. And then when you throw the screw deep down inside, you hope that you do have a little magnet like Kevin did, so that you can try once again to get that in. This is just to show that you know, we're not any more perfect than anybody else, because sometimes these things are just plain tricky, and maybe the second time around we'll get that back screw in there. Might have to go off camera, solve this problem, and then come back and have it look perfect. But oh, what do you think there, Kevin?
We got it.
All right, Kevin says we've got it. Ooh, there we go. So now, Kevin, what do we need to know about how to position this capping station? That's kind of something we do a little bit later. But what do we?
Well, the main thing is, if you look from the front when the head carriage comes over, there should be a good clearance forward with this piece coming up beside on the front of the head. If it looks like it's too far out, or it's going to make contact with the head, you can actually shift the capping station from front to back by loosening the screws on this large plate and slide it forward or back as you need to.
Okay.
And part of that, most of the time you'll never have to deal with that, because where it's sitting, it should be fine forward and back. The main issue is getting it to cap correct and get the head carriage seated where it needs to be. And there's an adjustment in the service manual to show you how to shift where the head carriage locks. And you would loosen these two screws, and there's actually a screw inside under the cover here that you would have to make an adjustment for. But all of that is covered in your service manual.
Cool. All right, well, next installment we'll put in the new pump.